What up, everybody? Listening some pirate music on this Thursday for the podcast. How's everybody doing today?
Arr.
Hi, Rick.
Port.
Port?
Port.
Yeah. Pirate words.
Good. How have you guys been?
I have been good, Aaron. Thank you for asking. Damn it, Rick.
You gotta fix that.
You gotta fix that. Rick is going to be fixing some stuff.
I see.
We're going to be saying hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so it is Thursday. What day is today?
Thursday. You just said it.
Yeah, but Thursday, what's the date?
It's like the
18th.
20. What?
Today's the 19th.
19th.
Sorry.
The 19th.
You're both
Thursday, the
wrong.
19th.
20th.
I was close. I said 18. You're like, what? I'm like, I think it's that.
For those in the future who are, watching the podcast, maybe catching up on some stuff and maybe don't know, we're right in the middle of some good old, I shouldn't say good old, we're right in the middle of something that I've never experienced, which is just a real crazy amount of
a pandemic.
Of panic and of uncertainty when it comes to the coronavirus.
Yeah.
So
Things keep on happening. Restaurants now are shut down except for takeout.
Yeah.
Drive-thrus.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ohio
restaurants
did that.
Barbershops, tattoo parlors.
Barbershops. Rick's like, because I was like the other day, I was like, I need to go get a haircut. I've been putting it off. And then Rick's like, hey, Eric, did you see? Barbershop's going to be closed down. I'm like, what? No. And I left. And when I got there, it was already closed.
Yep.
Damn it. I don't know what to do now. Other than, like, take a chance and pay like a hobo to do it.
Haircutting with blind wave, Eric.
I can do that.
I
I trust the hobo.
Do you want me to cut your hair?
No.
I can be a hobo.
I know you can.
Being a hobo is not the prerequisite for cutting hair.
Well, it sounds like it.
Well, I'm just saying that you don't know. They could have experience.
If you're capable of being a hobo.
All I'm saying is that they're probably good at cutting their own hair.
Have you seen a hobo? I would pick and choose.
I've seen some well-dressed hobos.
I would, if I had 10 hobos in a line, then I would choose one. But
is hobo like the right way to say it?
I don't know.
Hobo in Batman Begins when he wears Bruce's coat.
Yeah, it's a nice coat.
Yeah.
That guy, yeah.
Nice coat.
No.
No. Like, you accused me of looking like a hobo when my beard and hair was crazy long and ridiculous and nasty.
But it was so well kempt, Calvin.
What?
I mean,
was it?
Yeah, when it come out, it would fall down. It was like a L'Oreal commercial.
I mean, the hair was pretty good. My beard, not so much.
Yeah.
Go back to some of those videos. I'm sure you'll see. Like, man, Calvin, what are you doing?
I feel like you're remembering it with like rose-colored glasses.
Don't you want me to?
To support his argument right now. Calvin's like, I look back and I look terrible. I saw it.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm like. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to keep growing my hair out or not. Because I've been growing it out for a while.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just
like, what's the plan?
Do I want to or not? I can't decide. So I'm just letting it grow out until I decide. That's one way or another.
Just have one side of it grow out and the other shaved.
Didn't he do that?
No.
Yeah, but shaved.
Didn't you like disappear and you came back and you had like your hair like long on one side?
Just normal hair.
It wasn't long on one side, short on the other. I didn't like undercut or anything. I did short on the sides and shorter on the back. But yeah,
he has options, Aaron.
Okay, maybe it's an Instagram picture I remember.
Options.
No, well,
there was something I remember like Calvin had like hair that was like just here.
Yeah,
like hanging down on the side.
There was hair hanging down, but it was shaved on both sides. Not shaved, but
only on one side.
Well, now you don't have a choice.
No,
shave my face.
That's what I've been saying. Not only on one side, both sides.
Well, we still need to grow our mustaches.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, people don't get that. Yeah, they'll get that.
When
Saturday.
When do they get it Saturday?
Saturday.
2 days from now.
On early access.
Yeah.
I already had a discussion with Melanie, too, about that. I'm like, Melanie, what do you think if I like grew a mustache? She goes, well, you got this. I'm like, yeah, but what if I shave the rest? Like, my dad's been doing that for years. Yeah. Why would I want you to do that?
You trim it up, right? Your stash, you trim it up?
I mean, I don't let it like grow like over my lip because I hate like when I can bite it.
Curls around.
You know, I hate that and stuff. And
I'm trying to think.
I'm like, what kind would I get?
Like, I think Aaron might be able to. I think you'd look the best with the mustache.
Would I?
I don't think I would.
I'm worried about this because this doesn't really.
I don't know.
We already know how I look with one.
Well, yeah, Rick, I don't know how you thought that was a good idea.
Well, that was a long time ago.
It's a lot thicker now.
Do we have a picture to show the people?
Can we please?
Did I have it in APR Advent? I didn't, right?
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't really have it when I met you.
Good.
You don't think so?
I don't think I would.
I think you'd look.
I think you look all right, and your mustache looks all right.
What you should do?
My beard does my face so many favors.
What you should do is you should do mutton chops first.
Yeah.
And then, when there's no turning back, then shave the rest off and keep the mustache.
Like a James Hetfield look.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I feel like I look all right.
I would love for us all to
also have that stereotypical kind of like Mexican look.
Yeah.
That I always been kind of trying to.
Is the mustache allowed to go like down?
Yeah.
Or does it have to be porn stash?
I think as long as
Sam Elliott's goes down.
Okay.
I would think like if we were doing that, as long as it's like coming from here.
Yeah.
You know, like you could fucking do some fucking shit, but it shouldn't connect with your sideburns.
Okay.
I think that should be like a rule, right? Like that's
So
not a mustache
I could literally just cut.
But yeah, just make an incision.
Look at that mustache.
Like
Well, no,
all
because the
this,
goatee would do that too.
all this
right?
is mustache.
Yeah. Your chin has to be free.
I suppose so. But
Yeah. Because the goatee is not a mustache.
What about like Hulk Hogan? Doesn't Hulk Hogan have like a like this?
Those are, yeah, but that's not.
It's what is that?
He dyes this, and this was black. I don't know how he did it.
He just dyed this. That's what he did.
Yeah, I don't know, but
you know, like Tom
there's gotta be
Selleck.
more to it.
Tom Selleck has that like, and Burt Reynolds, like they have that just stereotypical mustache, you know?
Yeah.
But then like Hulk Hogan has like he'll shave this and just have like coming down the sides of the goatee.
Yeah.
Are you talking like this Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, like look at that. That's a mustache.
Like that.
That's what that
That
is.
stash. Look at that man.
You know, you
like
could do that.
The NWO, see the dark sideburns.
Like I could rock that, right?
I'm not sure that was necessarily a mustache.
Dude, imagine that on
that one
Aaron
there.
right now.
See?
That is the best.
That would be great.
That'd be one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. Damn it, Aaron.
What?
If you had that hairstyle,
It'd be just mustache here.
it would be
Do I
so
get to keep this?
fucking funny.
No,
Like shave this.
It's gotta be no.
No, all of
he
it.
doesn't
You
have
gotta
it.
dye it real dark.
So like I get rid of this and like this stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking grow there very well though.
No.
Well,
grow this out
I'd have to
cover over it.
Yeah, I'd have to.
What is your thing that
It's
doesn't
like my
grow?
uncle who was going bald and he was just like swooping the rest of his hair
Yeah.
over the
the
side.
comb over. Yeah.
Yeah. My uncle on my dad's side, not my
Yeah.
mom's side.
Mm.
I think that's where it comes from. I don't know.
Both sides.
They change like all the time.
It won't look good. Please do it, Aaron. Do it. No,
That would
don't
be
do it.
fucking
the
amazing.
chat's like they're split.
We should start.
We should all pick a wrestler and like try to look like that
All
person.
right, well, I picked mine already.
We should pick a mustache and try to grow
All
that
right, so
mustache.
Aaron looks like Hulk Hogan.
What? I look like
Rick-
him?
Yeah, you have to.
You have to make yourself look like him.
I want you to.
Cal- that's Calvin.
I want
Oh,
you
yeah,
to wear
that
a
should be
fucking
Calvin.
bandana for
Who is it?
years. So okay, so who are we going for? Rick, you said you already know
Maybe
yours?
this could be Rick too.
Yeah, this is Brody Lee.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You have.
That guy looks
See,
like you.
that one right there, that one over there, that was
No,
Calvin back before. Like he
Yeah.
had that beard that was just
Sure.
like
Yeah.
wild. He's like he was living in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be Rick.
Especially the hair. Like the hair just blends into the beard. You have no idea what's going on.
Speaking of Brody Lee, he
Oh.
made his debut in AEW this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, AEW Dynamite. It was a weird show, so there were no crowds, except, and this is the best move that they could have possibly have done.
Yeah.
There were, for most of the night, there were exactly 2 people in the crowd.
Okay.
The biggest heel in the company and one of the faces in the company.
Really?
And so they were like heckling and betting on the matches
They were like the
and
two guys
drinking.
from the Muppets.
It was amazing. It worked so well.
The Muppet guys. That'd
Yeah.
be great.
They were kind of like that for the entire night. It was absolutely amazing. Like, he made his debut. Broken Matt Hardy made his debut.
Okay.
And those are both fairly big names.
Yeah.
And pretty big news. It was weird having them come out because when Matt Hardy came out at the very end of the show, and you heard like a whirling. And then I saw a drone come down. And as soon as I saw the drone, I knew it was Matt Hardy. And I feel like everyone else knew as well. And we were screaming on the couch and things. But in the studio itself, it's completely silent. So that was the only kind of weird-ish moment of the night. But other than that,
why
I think...
did the drone tell you it was Matt Hardy? Is there a reason?
Yes.
Is it something I don't know?
No.
Well, I don't think I can show you guys the entirety of the final deletion.
It's something you can't be told. You must
Okay.
be shown.
All right.
Oh, final deletion.
Yeah, maybe I should show you just a...
Just remember,
little
wrestling
bit?
fucks
No.
us over
What's a
on
del-
YouTube.
wait, what's a deletion?
This isn't WWE.
Uh-huh.
Let me see if I can like find a screenshot.
But his name's
or
just
something.
tied to drone. So if you just heard a drone flying in this room right now, you'd be like, fucking Matt Hardy's coming!
I mean,
So-
I don't know the answer, but I feel like you should be able to say it.
So the Matt Hardy character has an army of drones
Oh, does it? Okay. Why did you say that? That makes sense then.
that he uses to torment his brother, Jeff Hardy, as well as accomplish other missions.
Are they
Like
sentient
delivery.
drones that bow to his will, or does he have an army of drone engineers?
That is never explained, but they are able to produce holograms of himself.
Of him. So he just had like a multiple of him just standing there.
Man. Yes, this is possible.
He's like that guy from Spider-Man.
Mysterio.
Yeah, the final deletion is one of the things I just don't know how to explain. But it's amazing and incredible, and the fact that he is now somewhere where he might be utilized properly is amazing.
Okay.
Well, okay.
I appreciate the effort you put in. I don't understand, but I think I do.
So he just humiliates his brother with these two?
No. So Matt and Jeff Hardy were Team Extreme in WWE, right? They're brothers who were these high-flying tag team people. At a certain point in TNA, Matt created the broken Matt Hardy character. Who?
Yeah, you also said broken Matt Hardy, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Basically, he went crazy.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
And he grew his hair out. He doesn't. He cuts these weird promos, and like he will make almost homemade films with his brother at their houses, doing crazy things with drones and shooting off fireworks and having rings in the backyard. It's strange, but it works.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds strange.
It is strange.
And in my mind, it doesn't work. All right.
So,
the thing I love about you, Rick, the most is that, like, you say those things, I know that in your mind, that's awesome. When you say it, I'm like, okay, that's weird. But then you have a moment in a reaction, like in that one episode of Titans, like, this ballerina thing is not working. You know? Like, you can accept, you accept this, but this is ridiculous. It's so funny. It's why I love your opinion.
Your taste is so fickle, I think, is what he's trying to say.
The most fascinating thing with wrestling is things in wrestling only work in wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do it anywhere else. It doesn't work.
And now the great experiment is, does it work without a crowd?
And I think it does. I think they had their best show that they've had since they've been on TV for the last, like, 3 months or something like that.
Certainly breaks the formula.
It does, definitely. Yeah. But at least they didn't pull a WWE and just show a bunch of old stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they filled the whole 2 hours with matches and promos and everything.
And the hecklers in the crowd.
It worked. Yeah. It was great.
We could be stuck in the audience. We are, damn. Oh, man, I love those guys. They're so good. My week of stuff, I don't feel like I got Sir Kingdom Hearts finally, like the actual DLC, like the real one.
How was that?
Because last time I got fucked because like my DLC, like I had no save file.
I don't think that's DLC of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Remind is what it's called. Yeah. So this time, like I was able to actually like start up. There's a lot of cinematics putting things into like what's going on, but I actually got to do some gameplay of stuff, and it was pretty cool. There was some mentions of like it kind of redoes some stuff in Kingdom Hearts 3 that was like, well, maybe this is like stuff that they originally wanted, but I don't know until I get to the end of like how it looks and what it seems like. So
sure,
but that was really cool. I was happy with that.
Okay, cool. I finished season 2 up of The Walking Dead last weekend.
Damn, already?
Yep. And I absolutely loved it.
I need to make sure I get that highlighted. I don't know if I highlighted.
You better.
I need season 2.
I tell people that you have. I need to go through and check. But yeah, I did that, and just like the final decision of the game, that like I could tell that people were like, you know, I could tell the game is making you think this is the decision. Choose wisely. But the way everything had gone for me to that point, I was like immediately. So
gotcha.
And I got what people said was the best ending, so I'm happy.
Did this one feel better? Because I know last time you said season 1 was more of like, sometimes you didn't know when a decision was being made, or
only felt better because I understood the process more.
The process, okay.
Yeah, like I think in season 1 I was expecting a little more subtlety to the choices, whereas like they diverge wide, you know. And once I realized how wide they went, I think I was able to read a little bit more into like what the consequence of this choice is going to be. Because sometimes I was like, well, this makes sense. I'll do this thing. And it turns out being like the absolute worst thing I could have done. And everybody hates me now. And I'm like, what? Why?
Like the chat?
Yeah. No. The characters. And the chat. But I don't know because I don't look at the chat too much.
Yeah.
I do a little bit, but only like, not like when I can tell. Like
some of those story games is how I like to play it too. It's like, guys, I'm trying to make my decision and not, hopefully I won't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
You know, weirdly, I find that the way I react helps me with when I should look at chat. Because whenever we're reacting, and shots start to get closer in the character's face, or music is getting tense, or there's like a weird energy, I know I'm not going to say anything right now because I feel like something's going to happen. I do the same thing with chat. Like whenever something is like, you know, starting to ramp up and shots are going a little closer and characters are emoting a little bit more, I know not to look over there. And then when I feel that tension release is when I look over, you know. They're like, why have you done this?
Yeah.
You know?
No, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a weird skill set that applies to both things.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and part of those games too is also like sometimes the reaction. Like, you know, does it hit you emotionally, or does it hit you like, does it get you excited? Like, oh shit, yeah, kill all the zombies, bitch. You know, and it just varies with that a little bit. So some of the gaming kind of falls into the reaction side of things a little bit. I mean, I'm sure with you and Rick and Gears, there's some reactions, sometimes visceral reactions to occurrences.
Just one of the things about this week is, you know, I love the Gears franchise a lot. We had a late stream. We're playing through Gears 5 now. Towards the end of it.
We were.
And you know what? One of our companion robots who help us on our missions.
Yeah.
Like we've been upgrading. Like I've probably increased the length of the game by 50%, like going out of our way to find upgrades for this thing.
Yeah.
And it really assists in battle.
Sure. Well, and he's also required at certain points in the game to get through sections for like puzzles and things.
Yeah. And we turned the game on one day, and literally like 95% of our upgrades all of the upgrades were gone.
Not just the upgrades, the abilities.
Yeah, the abilities.
So he has certain abilities. So, for example, he can scan, so he can reveal invisible enemies. He can freeze enemies or shock them. He can lay down mines, which are also used to power generators to open certain doors. He can do all these different things. And he got a new ability, which is like a shield.
Yeah.
Which blocks bullets. But somehow, in between there, he lost all the other ones. And that's not supposed to happen in the game. So, like, you go to the upgrade screen, and all of the other abilities except that one are just whited out.
Really?
There's, like, no icons for them. And we can no longer get to the wheel that allows you to change the abilities. They're just gone.
Okay.
We tried restarting the game. We tried restarting the Xbox. I tried today to get a third person into the game, because if you play 3-player co-op, someone can play as Jack the robot.
Okay.
That didn't fix it either.
Ooh.
I knew that you've been complaining a little bit about the bugginess of the game, but that seems like a hell of a bug.
It's by far the buggiest.
Yeah. I mean, it also crashed to desktop to us once last night, and it's done that, I feel like once every stream, and there's been audio bugs, and there's been a bunch of different bugs, but I think this one might be game-breaking. I'm not sure if we can finish the game.
That sucks.
Yeah, because you need those abilities in certain places to complete puzzles, right?
Yeah, we haven't run into one yet. I don't know how much longer of the game there is, but right now we're in the toughest combat of the game. Yeah. So maybe we could turn down the difficulty and do it without him, but I'm not sure if the final boss or some section after this is going to require one of his abilities, and we'll just be stuck.
We were looking up cheat codes, but it looks like that's pretty hard to do. I mean, we've been against turning down the difficulty this whole time. Yeah.
That, yeah.
So, you know, like,
I didn't do that.
I have a strong policy on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, this part we're at now is pretty hard. Although twice we almost beat the part that we're at now.
I think we could, but I would feel real salty if we did, and then immediately after we have to use Jack to open the door.
Yeah.
And we couldn't because it's broken. So
yeah. See, weirdly enough, in my stream on Saturday, I was like towards the end of the chapter, and I got into this part where like a car flips and you need to like get out of the car, right? And it's all this stuff is happening. I'm like, I can't believe this is fucking happening. This is terrible, you know, like that stuff. And I need to now get out of the car. And I'm like using my right stick to like look around, and usually you can interact with something, or if you push the control stick forward, you can move. I couldn't do anything. I was like, man. I was like, what the hell? What am I supposed to do? And everybody, I looked over at chat, and they're all like, soft locked. You're soft locked. Like, they're like, push the stick forward, Eric. Push the stick forward. I'm like, I'm trying. Look, I had the camera locked, you know. And they're like, now you're soft locked. You have to just restart. And it was like, I'm like, God damn it, man. This was getting so tense. Now I have to like restart like the last. It ended up only being like 40 seconds. I had to redo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, out of the game, reloaded, 40 seconds, back to it again.
Oh no.
And this was like.
Oh no!
Like now that I finished the game, it was 5 minutes before the game was going to be over. Chat was going crazy, you know. I'm like, I don't know what to do, guys. Like, I can't go forward. I don't see in it. And I saw there's a little tiny interactable thing right in the middle of the door. And I'm like, oh. And all the chat's like, oh. Yeah, I forgot that you could do that. Like, they all just assumed I was soft locked. All of them forgot that you don't have to actually go forward
Entire
to grab
chat?
it. You have to just click it. you know. But because I don't know if it's because of the way I was streaming or something, I just couldn't see this little thing, and literally.
No one
600
else.
people in chat also didn't see it.
Damn.
We all thought I soft locked twice, and then I was like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, "Eric, you idiot!" And I was like, "You guys are saying it together." It was funny.
I had a moment like that in Death Stranding where I was at like pretty much the very end of the game,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be the most emotional moment, and it's supposed to play this song, which is considered like the best song in the game, and it's supposed to zoom out, and it didn't do either of those things. And chat was like, "Rick, you got to stop.
Really?
You got to fix this."
Huh.
It's supposed to be like a very like artistic moment of the game and stuff. And
Yeah,
it
very
just didn't-
cinematic.
Just didn't do it.
Yeah, I just didn't do it. I was just walking along, just, you know, because I didn't know anything was wrong. And I see chat, and they're like on fire. I'm like, what? What'd I do?
Could you imagine in Metal Gear Solid 4 if like the microwave hall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if it
just
didn't do
work?
anything and you just stayed in third person, just crawling down a
Yeah.
hallway, and that's all you ever saw? You know, like it'd be.
One of the greatest moments in the video game ever.
It's great. It's an amazing moment. I can't imagine though
Yeah.
if they just like you're not going to see all these other angles of anything. We're not going to cut away to any of the shit
They don't
going
cut.
on.
They just like split the screen in half.
Yeah, I know. Could you imagine if it just didn't do that?
Man, the things that sucks is the person that never knew that wasn't supposed to happen, you know?
Yeah.
And they're just like, I guess it was a good game. That part was weird.
Yeah.
And then they never
Why did it go
figure
on
out
so long?
That's how sad it is.
Yeah,
it made me walk for like 3 minutes for no reason.
There's got to be somebody out there that happened to.
Yeah, if I didn't have chat, I would have never known.
Yeah.
So, but I was able to quit out of the game, come back in, and
Gotcha.
it was fine. Gears, though, not so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird how like many things in a gameplay. I was like, wow, like they should have done this a long time ago. And then it's like these bugs where like it'll just kick Rick out of the game, and so it becomes a single player game.
Yeah, it's all these bugs months after its release as
And it's
well.
been
So
patched a few
strange.
times.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if some of the patches caused some.
it's
of the
weird because
other
in the
bugs.
reviews I didn't hear anything about bugs.
They're on the take, man.
I guess.
They're on the take.
Yeah. They're bought out.
And then Ori for you, right?
Yeah.
Are you in the second Ori yet?
Yeah, I'm going into Will of the Wisps. It's a lot different play style. The abilities and stuff like that, the upgrades, you don't just go through and earn them from finding the spirit trees. You actually have to like buy them with like a currency, like a soul currency. So that's a lot different.
Souls.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get like the light and soul abilities and stuff like that. Like you kill monsters and you get the little glowing orb things, and then like those build up in a bar, and then you can use like 1 bar's worth to get an ability point and spend it on these things. But this, it's literally like a currency. You go to these NPCs, and there's actual NPCs in the game where you can go and they have a shop and everything. You can buy those things and put them in slots. It's very different. I don't know if I like it or not yet.
Okay.
I'm only about 2 hours into the game, so I'll know more later. And I actually didn't get to stream last night. I wasn't feeling well, so I had to cancel stream, unfortunately, because I was looking forward to getting into it deeper. It just feels not quite like Ori.
Interesting.
Are you sick?
No.
You weren't feeling well? Give me that.
Wow.
Give me that.
Yeah,
No, social distance.
I'm not sure what we're going to do with Gears. I might need to look it up and see if there is any Jack's abilities from here on out.
Okay.
Because next week I want to start playing Doom Eternal.
Yes, that comes out. Actually, it came out today. I guess they released it early to try to, I guess, not have people rushing in one. What the hell?
What? That's how you're supposed to use it, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And what else? Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I think it's out now. But yeah,
Yeah.
I know Rick loves Doom.
I do. Yeah, I've actually been replaying the first one on the Switch, of all things, recently. Getting myself ready for this new one. And by the first one, I mean the first one.
Yeah, I was gonna say which one?
The original.
Yeah, the
Because they
original
did
one.
re-release it on the Switch, right? Remastered.
They made a new Doom game in like, what
But
was
Doom
that?
64 on the Switch, Rick. That's on there.
Doom 64 on the
Yeah,
Switch?
didn't they release it on the Switch?
Did they?
I
Yeah.
thought they did. I thought
Doom
that's what you were
64.
talking about, right?
But
And
what's the difference between Doom 64 and Doom? Isn't Doom just a better version of Doom 64, or is Doom 64 a different game?
Doom 64 is a different game.
Really?
You mean in the original Doom?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doom and Doom 64 are different games. Doom 64 is the Doom from the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, but that's not just a port of Doom?
I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure it's a different game.
Really?
I could be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure.
Let us see what chat says.
I never knew this.
I don't know.
We're going to learn.
I thought it was
chat is
just
going to teach us.
I thought I thought we watched this too, and you're like, why did they pick that one? And I was like, I don't know. It's a Doom game, but I mean, maybe it's a port, but I thought it was a new one.
So it doesn't have.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't understand what
my chat
was
loaded.
actually
And
going.
CD Briggs says, "I don't know anything."
So it doesn't have a U1M1, huh?
No, I don't know.
Man,
I don't know. I mean, I'll look up for you so I don't spoil you.
I knew the music was different.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying it's different.
Huh. All right.
64 is different.
You thought all this time
I
it was
would
the
know
same
by
game?
the first
I
level.
just figured it was a port. Yeah.
Port.
Huh, it's like Bomberman 64 wasn't like a remake of the first Bomberman
Coming back
game.
around.
Well, no,
Or Mario 64.
but yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you have to play it now.
I guess I do.
Because you've never played it.
I have not played it.
Yeah, you're going to be behind though, because I don't know graphically. It might be similar to like what the Jedi game they did. What was it called? We played it on stream.
Jedi.
It wasn't Dark
Outcast.
Forces. Jedi Outcast. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Doom 64 is supposed to be a sequel to Doom 2. Yeah, I played 1, 2, 3, the newest one before this one.
So
and then-
64 takes place between 2 and 3 then.
Man,
I guess so.
Why did they skip 62 other games?
Wow.
It was back in the day of everything had to have the 64 title because of Nintendo 64, Calvin.
Just like everything had to have Super before that.
Yes, that's true. You had the Nintendo and they had Mario Brothers and this and that. And then you had Super Mario, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Contra.
Yeah.
And then you got into
Super
64
Castlevania.
and they're like, what are we going to call these ones? There's no Super in there. They're like, no, Mario Kart 64.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't Mario Kart 3 or 2 or whatever it was.
I was amazed when GameCube came out that they didn't just put a little 3
yeah.
above every game.
Yeah.
Mario Cubed. Cube Squadron. I don't know. They could have done that. I'm glad they didn't.
By the way, Shane had to leave suddenly and urgently, and it's sad.
All right.
But I guess we should say that if you want to see more Shane, you can see a lot of him tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of like
wonder why.
streams and all this kind of stuff too, we're going to be having a 8-hour stream tomorrow.
8-hour stream.
I believe the plan
everybody.
is to start at 9 and we'll run till 5.
Run 9 to 5. So people that are at home from work, home from school, have to stay in.
Quarantined.
Social
You
distancing.
can come and get some blind wave with an 8-hour stream.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. It's going to feature games such as...
I think we're planning on playing Battlefront sometime during that time.
Battlefront
Which would be fun. I think we're also planning on playing some Sea of Thieves in there.
Yeah.
That's why we were playing some Sea of Thieves music earlier.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what else we kind of fit in there and whatnot too. I do think in the beginning there may be, I think it might be starting with Calvin and Rick, because I believe we have Clone Wars.
We have Clone Wars.
You guys have Clone Wars.
So you guys will be starting, and you're going to be doing something.
Yes.
Maybe we'll try and
So-
Do
Doom.
like a.
You could
We should
do
do like
Doom.
a. Someone just said pancake stream. Like you guys get some pancakes, sit
Oh.
here,
Yeah.
and just talk
We could start
as
that.
you eat pancakes. Then we'll come in,
Yeah.
and I'll just be thinking about it while I'm down there trying to focus on Clone Wars. But I'm really thinking like fucking pancakes.
And then you'll eat those pancakes.
Be like a live cooking with Blind Wave, and then.
Yeah.
But anyway, there will be a stream. We'll be going live for 8 hours tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune in for that.
Pancake stream.
Yes.
Yeah, Animal Crossing is out as well. I don't know that that's a stream
I think
game.
that's all solo. I don't know. I thought about maybe streaming at some point, but with the way we have it for tomorrow, I think we're looking at a lot more co-op-y kind of games or 4-player games, or maybe we can do another race of something. Like a race might be cool.
Race would be good.
So as you can tell, this is all very elegantly structured and planned out for tomorrow. But
Yes, just like our response to the coronavirus. I mean, literally, I'm the only one in this 2-person shot.
it's great.
I could just make it the Eric shot if you want.
No, I didn't want this.
Ah, there you go.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to my
way
shot.
Now it's like you're giving a game night intro.
My fellow Americans.
Give me that.
You can't do anything with it now until I go back, Calvin.
Oh man, now you're screwed. But yeah, so we do have that going on. So if you've got nothing to do all day or some of the day or bored or whatever, like check it out. Tune
Or,
in.
watch it later.
Depending on what we play, maybe we'll be able to join up with people. I need to look into Battlefront and see if there's any way of getting people to be able to play with us, because it'd be fun to be able to have like a supremacy match. I mean, the whole stream could be a supremacy match.
It could be. I just thought we should play some Hitman.
Hitman,
Oh, Hitman's
like we
so
did
good.
before.
Yeah.
Do we
Play some Hitman.
do we do like we all play the same missions,
Yeah.
or do we do like the verses when we did all the same missions? The same missions were fun. We haven't done that in a long
Yeah,
time.
the same missions was so much fun.
Maybe that would be a good one to do.
That
That
could
was
be
a fun stream that
Yeah.
we did. So, but yeah,
Calvin, what are you up to?
Just
You
wait.
can't keep in your.
Jesus.
I'm especially proud.
I can see by your giggling.
I'll fix it. Try to.
Oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, 8-hour stream. We're gonna have a good time. We'll play some fun games and be able to talk with you guys, hang out, all that good stuff. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
Relieve some stress by killing some droids and or clones, depending what side you're on.
Both.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's also stormtroopers and rebels, Rick.
What?
Yeah, it covers all of it, and there's also
It covers the good movies.
First Order. I mean, the good movie.
No, that's ours. The investment earned.
I prove my point. I guess is that all that we have for the weekend stuff then too?
Yep.
I had a really fun time filming D&D stuff again.
Oh my.
D&D was good.
Oh my gosh, that was definitely the best part of my week.
We need to quit filming mine first. Because then we film your guys' stuff later, and it's way better. But no, if you guys, a lot of you that watch D&D, which if you don't, please, because it's one of our favorite things that we do.
Hey,
I hate that shot.
That's all blurry.
We filmed mine first last time, didn't we?
I think so.
I think I was
Something
first.
like that, yeah.
Yes.
But I should say, D&D's been a lot of fun. On early access right now is a great physical challenge version of D&D. And there will be another one this week for early access, and it's going to be better.
I want to show this behind the scene thing of it here, if I can get it.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking it is?
Behind the scene of the D&D thing?
Well, I figured they'll never see it anyway. The aftermath of the first attempt for Thane.
Oh, all right.
Do you want to show that?
I don't know.
Whenever he was practicing.
I would wait for Shane to say it's okay. I don't know.
All right.
We'll wait on that.
Yeah.
It might make it in the video too. But
It might.
Maybe.
it's a thing.
We'll see.
So it was pretty good. That could be the end card.
I want them to be. I want people to be watching this and be like, "All right, what are they going to do to one up themselves?" And so
Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. All of the things were fun too. It was enjoyable to film and set up and stuff. So if you haven't seen the one that's on early access now, that comes out this Sunday.
Sunday,
and then this one comes out Sunday.
Yep,
which would be great. It's good.
Calvin has to leave suddenly.
We're just
and
losing.
He's just gone.
All right. Well, we're slowly, learning how to do social distancing by just removing members.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, this is the way you should do it.
Oh, there we go. Calvin's coming back. Oh, I see.
He's going to be spreading it out. That way, it's not apparent that there's someone missing.
See, this is man spreading, right? Is that what it's called?
Social distancing?
What? No, like we just.
Oh, Shane said show it, so I guess it's okay.
Okay.
So yeah, we can show it if Rick does have it up.
I can in a second.
He's like, I did. Dang it, I closed
Yeah,
out.
I know, right? So anyway, yeah. So we'll set this up by saying that Shane had to do something on a bicycle for his feet this time, and he got on it. He started going around, and the first 5 seconds?
No, he made
seconds.
He made one trip around.
He made one trip around. But yeah, I mean, I felt so bad
In the
because
first
I
minute,
didn't think
I would
about
say.
what would happen if he falls off the bike, and he fell off the bike, and it was a great hit. He fell. Because people will be disappointed. Well, we didn't catch it on film.
Okay. I have
Yeah.
But Rick was shameless enough to film it after. I was like, ooh, I just put my phone away. Rick was like, oh.
Aaron, son of a bitch.
You're right. What happened?
You're right. What happened?
Well, I didn't know why you fell.
Look at the wheel.
It's still
I know.
spinning.
That's my favorite part.
Poor Shane. I felt bad for him.
Did we ever get video?
Aaron's face.
Did we ever get video or film of okay, good, of his leg there?
Oh, it's much, much worse later.
That's much worse later, yeah.
It's so much worse
Poor
later.
Shane.
It was bleeding during the gear stream.
It was.
Yeah. But, I mean, we also should say,
Still?
he was going... No, not fast.
Yeah.
It just
wasn't
happened.
going
It just happened.
super fast.
I will say he went slower later.
He did. He did. But he was a trooper. He got up, got back up on that horse, and ate that horse.
That's what you do.
So...
Cowan gave you a look at first, huh? And then he's like, okay.
I wondered if it was a Freudian slip or something. But
No.
Do you remember it?
DBZ,
Yeah.
Yeah. You get back up on that horse and you eat that horse.
So anyway, yeah.
Hashtag my Goku.
Yeah. But anyway, that'll be up on Sunday. There's a lot of different challenges this time, and they're quite fun.
While we were doing that too, because we had to drive over to that thing, like at some point, either from my parking for work, driving over there and parking, or coming back inside, there is a fucking sticker on my left, my driver's side mirror of fucking Drax. There's like a little it's like a stamp.
Drax the Destroyer?
Yeah, from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Just fucking stuck on my mirror.
Oh.
Did your truck get tagged?
I guess he's not invisible.
My first thing is that your kids did it.
No, it wasn't. I don't.
You didn't notice it.
I noticed it when I was driving home. I'm like out of the corner of my eye, just like, what the fuck's on my mirror? And I looked, and I was like, is it a bug? Is it fucking Drax just staring at me?
So you think some random hooligan?
Yeah. Remember those hooligans that were there? That were biking?
They were hooligans?
They were hooligans.
We don't know.
I know.
Do you?
Yeah, they tagged me.
You don't know that was them.
I don't know who else it would have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone like just fucking stuck the thing to my mirror.
It was me, Aaron. It was me all along.
What? You weren't.
I found it on the ground in the gravel. I was like, this is still sticky. We're gonna put this.
Wait,
someone
did you
will
really?
notice it.
That's what he says.
Yes.
What? You're the hooligan.
Yes, I'm the hooligan. Not those poor kids. Don't waste it.
That's the method. Oh, did it land on this? I didn't even.
Although those kids are hooligans.
Yes, they are.
It is still stuck there today.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm not touching it. Could have Corona on it.
No, it was me.
I don't know what happened.
What madman would spread the virus that way?
I don't know. The Joker.
He does it with.
He wouldn't do it with a Marvel character.
He does it with scratch and stiff
It's
stickers.
gotta stay on brand.
I don't know. It was fucking fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
Good
well,
times.
if we're done with that, I suppose we should go into the one topic, right?
Yeah, sure. We can
So-
do that.
Unless you guys want to see some screenshots from the final deletion.
No, I don't want to do that.
All right.
I don't know what it is.
Show 'em to me
I know
later,
now
Rick.
he has a drone army. That's what is this?
Yes.
So that's Matt Hardy now.
What the hell?
Rick, I am way more confused.
Is that a volcano?
Yes.
What is going on?
Oh my god.
You haven't clarified a single thing. What?
That's some Star Trek, and I mean like William Shatner's Star Trek looking shit.
No, that's way worse than Star Trek.
William Shatner, like that reminds me of like old school like 60s, right? Wasn't that when that came out?
Yeah.
Like
I applaud the imagination of people.
I feel like we need to do reaction to that.
Okay.
that's a movie.
Without context, though.
Is that what that is? Is that
No,
a movie?
No.
It's a promo.
It's a wrestling match. No, it's a wrestling match.
What?
Oh, it's a match?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said he did
He was
promos
on-
in his backyard.
He was on a lawnmower, and there was a
in a
volcano.
Husqvarna.
What's the? I don't know what that is.
the lawnmower, the brand lawnmower
Oh,
was.
That's the
It
point.
was a sewing machine.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
You haven't seen anything.
I know, yeah.
I haven't seen The Room.
They put the room on. It's pretty close. That thing. We won't be
What's
watching
it?
Hobo
Upgrade?
Wings. Upgrade and the room were the closest I'd ever seen that.
Gotcha.
that
I haven't seen The Room.
Yes, you haven't seen the room. Shane hasn't seen the room. He has seen the Disaster Artist.
Yeah.
but he's never seen the room.
That seems odd.
It is.
I didn't see The Disaster Artist because I didn't see The Room.
I feel like a lot of people have seen the Disaster Artist that haven't seen the Room. I feel like
lot.
the Room is still pretty niche.
A lot more people have seen Disaster Artist than The Room.
And then as far as Upgrade, I haven't seen Upgrade.
Me either.
Me either.
I haven't seen it
I don't
either.
believe Shane has either, so that'll be all of us.
All
Yeah.
of us haven't seen
Yeah.
Upgrade. To me, I saw trailers of it, and it seemed like it was
Venom?
Venom without Venom.
Yeah.
Like it was the same concept kind of thing, and they
Yeah.
both came out around the same time.
Sure.
The
Which
guy
that
looks
happens
so much like him.
That happens a lot of like the same concept movie coming out like
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Like End of the World movies, or I'm pretty sure like Dante's Peak and fucking what's that Tommy Lee Jones? Is that just called Volcano?
Something like that.
There was White House Down and the other one.
Olympus Has Fallen.
Yeah, that came out at the
Yeah.
same time.
Right, like those are both like similar concepts coming out at the same time. I think Volcano and Dante's Peak was one.
There
was
was-
something with 2012. I think it was like a End of the World movie.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
makes sense.
And Knowing maybe
Knowing.
was that the other one with
Was
Nicolas
it-
Cage or something?
Was
There
it
was,
that one, or was it Day After Tomorrow? Was that one earlier?
Maybe it was 2012 and Day After Tomorrow. That might have been. But yeah, no, it's just weird. Like I don't know how that happens. It's just gotta be like one guy like wrote a script and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna change a few things, sell it to two people, make a lot of money.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or
So it is two people.
or he goes to like a studio and is like, he pitches his idea, and they're like, no, we don't want to buy your script. But behind the scenes, they're like, oh man, this is a great idea. We have to put some writers on this.
Hey, you read it? You remember whatever you remember? Tell this guy. He'll write another one of the same story, and we'll get much.
And
cheaper.
then another studio buys it, so they have the original and then the reworked.
Yeah, Armageddon and Deep Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those both came out.
There was Failsafe and Doctor Strangelove.
I don't know either of those really.
Doctor
I'm familiar with Doctor Strangelove.
Yeah, Doctor Strangelove.
I don't know Failsafe at all.
Took it silly, and Failsafe took it seriously, kind of.
Okay,
But they came out like the same year.
What was the other one to War Games? Wasn't there another one that was very similar to War Games when it came out?
I don't remember.
with Bueller,
Yeah, Broderick.
Matthew Broderick. Yeah, Rick.
I
wouldn't
feel
know.
like there was another one, but I don't know.
But anyway, I just find that interesting.
Yeah.
An Upgrade seemed like one of those movies that was like it seems similar to Venom in like concept.
Yeah, I hope that the action makes it worth it. Like,
Yeah.
because Venom, I can't really remember other than like some special effects of like, what were some good moments in that? I remember the things I didn't like.
The end was great, like the after credit scene.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay. Woo! I remember in that review, I was like, okay, so that woman went to the airport. And then she got off the plane. But it said 5 months later. Has she been on that plane for 5 months? All right.
Looks like there's a whole Wikipedia article with twin films.
Really? Someone said Jumanji and Zathura, but Zathura came out like much later than Jumanji.
Yeah.
Isn't that like it was kind of like a loose sequel, wasn't it?
I thought it was supposed to be like kind of.
I never saw it as a thorough.
Really, I've watched it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I've never
basically
heard of it.
it's basically Jumanji, but space related
Sure.
instead. Like
Gotcha.
Okay.
their house gets blasted off into space, and fucking aliens show up, or astronauts, and things like that.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty certain it was like
they were definitely
years
separated
apart, even though they're similar in theme. But and that's a difference too. Like I can see like 10 years after this movie came out, someone makes a similar idea and does that. It's just weird when they both come out like the same time. That's the weird thing to me.
Yeah.
Did you see any of that popped interest on that, Rick? That was like, oh my gosh, you're right. This is
I mean, there's a bunch of them. There's Octopussy and Never Say Never Again, which both came out in the same year.
That was a weird situation. Sean Connery just want to be Bond again.
There's Gremlins, Ghoulies, and Critters, which all came out 1 year after each other.
Critters. I forget about Critters all the time. Did you guys ever watch Critters?
No.
Nope.
It was like these weird little like fur balls, and they would just eat people and shit. They were from space.
Tribbles. Yeah.
1 year apart is Back to the Future, Peggy Sue Got Married. Both feature protagonists who go back in time, meet high school versions of their family members played by the same actors.
Interesting.
I didn't know Back to the Future had one, but yeah, I don't know that concept. I just wonder how that happens so often.
I mean, it could be one studio like kind of drifting off of another, to be able to work on their marketing. I
Or
mean,
like
maybe.
a lot of like crappy offshoot things do that too. Like,
Oh yeah, Asylum Films. That's how they made money.
Yeah.
Was just fooling people into thinking it was Transformers when it was actually Transmorphers.
oh, Transmorphers. Okay.
Is that a movie?
I thought you were gonna say Goobots.
You're talking about like toys.
A movie.
It was a movie called Transmorphers.
Yeah. Yeah. Asylum Film made like Atlantic Rim and Transmorphers.
Yeah.
Atlantic Rim.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, I never knew that. But, but those weren't in theaters though, right?
No, straight to DVD, but they would release them the same time Transformers was coming out on DVD.
That I can understand a little bit. You make like a crappier movie after you see the success of what happened in the movies, and you can be like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this. It's just whenever like it's like weeks apart of this movie dropping. Man,
Sure.
like, they were in development like a long time ago,
Yeah.
and that stuff's in secret typically. It's not usually like they're like, hey, here's everything we're working on right now.
It's probably to do with like market research too. They poll like 1,000 people and find out like
People
what
really
kind of
want-
movie do you want to see?
They really want a Back to the Future type of movie.
Yeah. So these two studios independently arrive at the same, conclusion to produce this movie. It's like we want to see movies about the end of the world or like disaster stuff
Yeah.
like that. So you
But
get
it's like
like
you don't-
2012 and
You don't get Armageddon and 2012.
no,
Like you don't get those. You get Armageddon and Deep Impact. Like
Yeah.
you could have end of the world movies, but they're not different end of the world movies. Both of those have like movies that are similar and like disasters of the world happening, tsunamis and freezes and all that kind of stuff.
We're also-
or impacts of.
We're leaving off of this list of like those trends. The you have like the movie that's the movie that's probably a big budget one, the one that's slightly lower budget, but like, hey, we can drift off this, and then you have like way behind like the porn parody. The porn parody it sells itself.
That's true. I mean, that one's gonna make money regardless.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, Aaron, you had a thing that you wanted to go over?
No, yeah. I mean, some of it had to do with like coronavirus and all that kind of stuff. And we were talking earlier about how, like, you know, in Ohio right now, there's limits on restaurants. And there's limits on barber shops, bars. You know, I think there's. I mean, did they lessen us even on how many people can be together?
It was 100.
The CDC changed their recommendations from no gatherings of 100 people or more to 50 people or more.
Yeah. There's just been a lot of things going on.
Gyms.
Gyms closing.
So I can't.
Of course,
become a Pokemon master
affect
now,
us a whole lot,
which is sad. So, which I am looking at maybe starting the Pokemon League because everyone's stuck at home, can't do anything. So
good. I might
start that up here like next week, but I just need. Get it going.
Hopefully that makes up for the next announcement.
Yes, hopefully. So what we're looking at doing is we're gonna be canceling WaveCon. There's cancellations already happened with E3. We don't have a clue what's going on with Star Wars Celebration, which is in August.
Yeah, a long way away.
It's further away. But like looking into June and where it's going to be, we think it's probably safest for us to cancel it, and rather than trying to move it like a few months and hope things have cleared up, or hope people can still make it if we moved it and whatnot. We're gonna cancel WaveCon, and we're gonna also announce with that we will have WaveCon 2021 August 2nd to the 6th.
Yeah.
So we already have dates and everything set aside. We've been talking with the hotels of what they had available and what we could do and what we could move around and stuff too. Yeah. So sadly, I mean, we're very interested in meeting and seeing, people that we've already seen.
Yeah.
People that we haven't met and stuff.
New fans, returning fans.
And I know there was a lot of people that were interested in coming that hadn't come.
Yeah.
But I think this is probably the safer option for.
Yeah, we would talk about this for a while, and we just want to make the best decision that we can, and we feel like this is the most appropriate.
Like we had, we were working on stuff to get up for like what events we were gonna have, and a bunch of things that we needed to put up on the website, and we've been holding off on it because it's like, well, what should we do? Should we put this stuff up? Hopefully, people haven't pushed too much into this yet.
Luckily, as of right now, at least, not everybody's getting tested, but right now we live in an area that has remain unaffected, but it is getting closer and closer and closer, and
every day
our area kind of skews older people around us, and
definitely.
We just want to do the best we can to really, I mean, that social distancing thing, we don't want to encourage, because we love that people want to come and hang out, and people all over the world, but I would hate for one person to get it that shouldn't have gotten it because of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. So I mean, it wouldn't be that, well, we're worried Eric's going to die because he's going to get the coronavirus if we have WaveCon. But if something happens and somehow it spread from someone who didn't know they had it, or just because more people are traveling through an airport, or maybe some of these people, there's been lots of bans and stuff where flights aren't allowed in. Like, I don't know if that's going to be lifted by the time we have WaveCon. Right now, Europe, there's lots of things going on. So until things kind of smooth out.
There's a flight ban in Canada, too, isn't there?
I think there's something, with Canada as well. So, I mean, I think it's the safest option. It's also like we wanted to try to figure some things out and get things so that people can look forward to, even though it won't be this year, at least we have dates, and we'll slowly release more information as things go of 2021 WaveCon, and we look forward to seeing people and everything there. Now, that is set up for Marietta. I believe we already have the block set up for hotels. I'll talk in WaveCon and stuff too. I don't know how many people have booked hotels. It is possible for people to call in and individually change stuff, but we could also just tell them all to be canceled, and they can just click it and cancel all those right off the bat too. So there's some
cancel
options.
The entire
they just cancel
block.
everyone that's in those blocks right now, so that people don't have to individually call and all that kind of stuff too. But if they want to individually call and change their stuff over or anything, like, we can do that as well. So maybe I'll kind of see what some consensus is. I don't know how many people we had in blocks already, but that block is now open August 1st to the 8th of 2021.
Yeah. And, we know there's a lot of people that are going to be disappointed. We know there's a lot of people that, might want to think like, oh man, I'll just come anyway and just come hang out, and maybe I'll organize this little thing. And I love the passion of people wanting to do that, and they want to go and meet their friends they don't get to see. But we want to make sure that we're encouraging people to, we need to try to. You got to do what you can. Everybody helps trying to get rid of this thing. One of the greatest things that I saw this last week was 15 seconds of advice from this guy that I feel like knows what he's talking about. He's a Center for Disease Control scientist, and he's like, the best advice you can give to somebody is act as if you already have the virus. And I'm not saying like quarantine yourself and all that stuff. Just like think in your mind that you have it and you don't want to spread it. That's how you don't get it.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing that, then you're not thinking about everybody that could be infected getting you. You're thinking about me affecting other people. And when you do that, you automatically are thinking of don't get near anybody, rather than don't get near to that person that looks sick. You know?
That person might be sick. I'll get infected. But if you like, I don't want to infect anybody.
Yeah.
You're looking at it that way.
If you look at it that way, then you relatively should be okay. You know,
because the biggest danger isn't necessarily like you're going to get this illness and it's going to harm you, but that you're going to get it and possibly pass it to someone else who maybe they're a caregiver. You know, maybe they have, you know, a grandma that they've been taking care of, or they live with their grandma, and that's the person that you need to keep it away from. And when you spread it to someone else unknowingly, now they bring it back to like their grandparents or something.
If you think about all the people that are in your life that you see every day, even the people that you don't know that are strangers, you have no idea who has some kind of autoimmune deficiency.
No.
I mean, underlining things like, you know, diabetes could be something that's terrible. You know, we read a statistic today being like, between 20 and 50 is the most hospitalizations. Yes, older people are the ones that, you know, the fatality rate is applying to, but between 20 and 40 is the most amount of people that are actually being hospitalized, and there's only a certain amount of beds, you know, in this country.
Yeah.
So
beds, respirators, all that kind of stuff.
We just, you know, we want to make sure we're urging people, like, you got to take care of yourself, but you got to take care of others. You know, like, I know that, like, you know, healthcare is right now, at least in the country, is a huge like debate, especially in politics. But like, it's not just you. You got to think about the healthcare of everybody around you, because this stuff is about herd immunity. You know, that's why vaccines are important. It's not about just you. It's about making sure everybody has good healthcare. You know.
Yep.
So, anyway, we made the decision, and hopefully people aren't too upset. But
it didn't come lightly trying to like decide. It's been a thing that we've been talking about since all this has been going on, and things keep on like, you know, more and more starts happening, and then it starts happening even more so, like in Ohio and from Marietta and stuff too. And it's like, you know, this is getting more and more of like, well, what should we do and what should be our plans? So
we don't have any plans to delay any reaction series or streams or anything like that. Really, WaveCon at this point is the only thing that's affected. Yeah,
luckily for us right now, I mean, the amount of people that come into the office is generally 5 of us, you know, like we aren't really seeing each other or seeing other people during the workday.
And all of our kids are home from school.
All the kids are home from schools. I feel pretty safe and secure. If we get to the point where our governor says like, hey, everybody needs to stay home for 2 weeks, I mean, we'll have to do that, you know?
Yeah. And then, I mean, we'll probably try to post something if there's going to be changes in what's going on and let people know, whether it's like, you know, me or Eric or Calvin, like just on a phone being like, hey guys, here's what's going on. Shit's being delayed. Sorry. Or, you know, whatever it is. So, but we'll keep you guys updated on other changes or anything that we have going on. But as of right now, WaveCon is the biggest thing that we didn't want to, but we feel like as it's approaching and we, you know, it's uncertain how this is going to go out and how things are going to play out, and if things are going to get slowed down by June, if things are still going to be going like this. I mean, I hope not. I hope things can kind of,
I mean, in our discussions, we talked about how like it's more important to stop doing it now than to wait and then make people stop then.
Yeah,
because,
or you know, people trying to cancel stuff and whatever, and it's So it didn't come lightly, but it's a thing that we hope everyone understands, and we're hoping that at least trying to get some more of this information ready for next year.
Best case scenario is I live to regret this decision.
Yeah, and best case scenario too is that we're going to have much more time now that we're going to be working towards WaveCon. Of trying to get things planned. We have a date already set and ready, and we have a little over a year now for that date. So hopefully the next WaveCon will be really good, a lot of fun, and we'll have more information on that as we move along through the year.
I guess the only thing that will be delayed is My Hero reactions.
I haven't read too much into it, but Funimation has stopped the attempt of simuldub right now. I'm not sure if that means this upcoming one is delayed or for how long. We know there's always that option like, well, do you guys jump over to sub? But, you know, while I know there's a big sub and dub debate, like I have fallen in love and care for the characters that are in my head, which is with those voice actors. And I don't know if I could do it the other way.
Yeah, I don't know if I could either.
So yeah, so until we get more information on what's going on with that, there may not be any My Hero for a little while. And that's just because of the release. It's going to be more based on the release of the dub release of the anime.
Yeah.
So, but everything else that's already
Unless they give it to us and we dub it.
Calvin can do Mineta. You pulled out a Mineta impression the other day that I still think about. Really? Yeah. Calvin, like I used to think that I was good at voices until Calvin started doing voices. I'm like, God damn it, no. There's a clear distance. It's like Endeavor and All Might. Like, I'll never reach that. But the Mineta you pulled out the other day, I'm like, yeah, Calvin
can't even remember what I said.
I don't remember what you said, but you had a lisp that I'm like, he nailed the lisp. I would have forgotten. I don't remember what you said. What do you guys say? You guys say, it's like, wow, you're looking real good today. You do it.
Wow, you're looking really good today.
It's pretty good. You got the lisp in the bad at the end there.
Mineta.
This is the best.
Anyway, so WaveCon axed.
Yes, axed.
But unlike E3,
Not
it will
axed.
come back.
It's moved around.
Transplanted.
The also as far as let me look here and give the.
Oh, that's what that is.
What the hell?
I kept hearing a noise. Like, I couldn't figure out where the noise was coming from.
That's much better now that you've done that.
Yeah.
It was fucking your leg hitting something.
Yeah, it was my pant leg tapping Shane's mic under the table.
The other thing was that the Valley Gym should be August 5th.
Yeah.
So as far as if you're planning things in the Valley Gym, like boat,
you want to make sure you're there for that one.
Yeah, that will be August 5th. So, so as far as dates will go, the hotel block is open from August 1st to August 8th. We're planning it on being
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday, the 2nd through the 6th. Hopefully, if people are trying to get work off or any of that kind of stuff, it gives the weekend to be able to come in.
Yeah, travel.
And the weekend to be able to come out, because I know last time we had stuff on like Tuesday through Sunday or Tuesday through Saturday, whatever it was, and then people were having to leave and miss some of the stuff we had on like Sunday.
Some people had to go right to work
because of having to leave for work on Monday. So we're hoping that this is also going to be, hopefully we have it well planned out on the schedule part of that thing, and then we'll get all the information going and stuff. Events and stuff.
Minimize encroaching on your guys' vacation time too.
So releases and stuff like that of more information will just kind of trickle out as we can get things going, but we'll probably try to get through some of this pandemic stuff going on right now until then.
Yeah.
We should just play Pandemic Legacy for 8 hours tomorrow.
It's
that should be our next tabletop game night. We should play Pandemic.
It's real crazy to think that kids just might not go back to school this year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to frame that in my head. Like, I never had a year like that, That's a very new thing for me.
Calvin can explain it to you.
I'm sure. Yeah, you have to stay home.
Yeah.
So
you just stay home.
Yeah. For you, it would have been weird to have to go somewhere every day.
Yeah, that would have been.
Could you imagine if your school was canceled and you had to leave and go to it?
Who the fuck would do that?
But we have been, Melanie.
You got expelled from homeschool and you had to go to public school.
Melanie had been talking about homeschool a little bit lately and stuff. Yeah. And with this here, she's like, well, maybe what we should do is just homeschool them for the rest of this year. That way they're not behind, and because they might not go to school the rest of the year. I don't know what they're doing with it.
It's a very real possibility.
So Melanie's looking at maybe trying to finish homeschooling them for the rest of this year and see how it goes. And I'm like, well, okay, we'll try that, I guess.
I mean, it can't hurt.
Well, yeah.
What'd you look at my feet for? Think homeschooling ruined my feet?
I was trying to scan you up and down.
No, yeah.
Why'd you look at my feet?
Something funny today or this week for me. We've been redoing a lot of stuff at our house right now, and I just got once the order came in that hey, restaurants are closing down and there's going to be a whole lot of stuff. The guy that's working on our house was like, we really need to finish your kitchen. Yeah, that'd be nice, So we finally got a new refrigerator. It's a Samsung refrigerator, and I absolutely love it. I told you guys.
Touchscreen?
No.
Can you play Skyrim?
It's not touchscreen. You can't play Skyrim. They had that there.
You can play Skyrim on anything.
I was like, no, we don't need that. But it does have the quick access door. So if you open the door regular, then it's a French door thing. So 2 doors there. But if you press the button and open the door, only the
door
opens,
panel,
and there's a little thing in here that you can grab drinks and stuff from. It's awesome, needless but awesome.
Yeah, you could just open the door and grab a drink, right?
Yeah, you could, but you shouldn't because it's right there, and it keeps the cold air in there. But because it's Samsung, you can't connect it to your phone. So I was like, well, might as well, So connect it to the phone. You can monitor. the temperature, and you can keep like track of certain things.
Does it have the cameras inside?
It doesn't have a camera inside, no. But what it does...
Wait,
those are really expensive.
A camera inside the fridge?
There's some fridges that have like 6 color HD cameras inside of them.
Why?
And you can like tap the screen on the front and it'll show you everything that's in without having to open the door. So you're saving energy that way. And also,
I guess,
if you're at work and you're like, I forgot my list of groceries I need today.
Do I have milk?
Just go in there, see exactly how much milk you have,
it's
like
so
how much
weird.
butter and everything.
They had those
honestly
models,
amazing.
The coolest thing...
They are a lot.
There's one thing I absolutely love that this fridge has, and there's one thing I absolutely hate that this fridge has. The first thing is, you open the left side, there is a pitcher inside the door. You take the pitcher out, you fill up your drink with water, you put it back in, you close the door, the pitcher fills back up.
I heard about this, and it sounded like a D&D magical item.
It's a pitcher that never goes empty. It's always a full thing of cold, filtered water. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
It's so far outside Rick's understanding, he has to put it in D&D terms.
I like that much better than a camera that just sits inside your fridge to let you know if the light's on or off.
It's the coolest fucking thing.
No, it turns the light on when the cameras come on so you can see.
So it's always on?
No, only when you turn the cameras on does the light turn on when the doors are closed. When you open a door, the lights turn on.
How do I know?
I don't know. That kind of
you
stuff.
Just trust.
I ain't doing
trust
that.
in the process.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, no, they're like $5,000.
The endless cold water pitcher, that's worth it.
That's definitely worth it. If I had one of those in my fridge, man.
Now, something I do hate.
Yes.
Sometimes, if you open the fridge and you leave it open too long, it'll send an alert to your phone saying like, "Hey, your fridge is open. You should go shut it." But what that happens is it goes to Jancy's too. So now every time I open the fridge, I'm in there too long.
She knows.
She's like, "Hey, get out of the fridge!" Like, damn, I hate this thing.
Why is she telling you to get out of the fridge?
No,
like
Eric.
It's funny
Obi
because
Streets or something.
Well, it's funny because I just looked at my phone and at 4:15 it says, "Hey, your fridge is open. Close it, please." I'm like, Jancy's in the fridge. She's gonna have that leftover pizza. That's my pizza.
How long does it last? That tells you.
It's pretty. It's not very long. It's like definitely less than a minute. But like if you open it and you're putting stuff in there, it'll start beeping at you.
I'm pretty sure you can turn that off.
You probably can.
I turned those off in the refrigerators at Lowe's.
Yeah.
It's like the check engine light on your car. You can turn that off.
I just wonder if it's one of those like accounting things where if you actually look at the numbers, like let's say like the stuff you spend on junk food, if you actually like sit there and look at it, like, oh man, I'm eating way too much there. Now it's showing me how often I go into the fridge. Which is way too often, And now I'm sitting like, God damn it, another thing to be guilty about.
It has like a graph that tells you how much time you spend in the fridge and at what times of the day.
And it also ranks you against the average person.
Exactly.
That'd be terrible. Oh, that'd be so bad.
So anyway, I think that the stress that's causing me is balanced out by how great the ever increasingly full pitcher is.
Eric just looking at it like, damn, I spent a lot of time in the fridge at 2 a.m. Like,
I remember that. Like,
yes, right.
Sleep,
Because
it's fucking Obi.
AEP, our power, like our electricity company, is always sending us emails being like, you use way more power than
really,
all the residents around you. I just want to send them pictures. Like, this is why, people.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm just leaving the fridge open.
I know.
I got all this stuff.
Yeah.
That I'm powering.
I get those.
Stop yelling at me.
I get those at my house. My house is like way under, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't do much there.
I love Invex.
Those smart meters, man.
Invex says it was a fridge leaderboard. Wouldn't that be great?
How often are you in your fridge? He's in there 24 hours a day.
You go on your touchscreen and you befriend your friends so that you can compare yourself to them and stuff. Like, God, I gotta keep it closed.
There's like fridge.
It's like Farmville.
There's like fridge professionals that just buy fridges and never open them to get the score up. They're cheating the game.
Do you think blind people feel what's in the fridge when they're trying to decide what to eat?
I feel like they just know what was in there because they're the ones that put it in there.
Yeah.
Maybe
open it up, that's where the water.
There's probably a fridge that will if they like the camera shit, but instead they just fucking tell you milk, eggs.
It uses grocery recognition technology.
Is it that voice? Let's see. You got some milk, some lettuce. They just hired a guy. Actually, that is a thing. There's like an app for blind people that they can turn their camera on. And a random person will be called.
They will FaceTime you.
They will FaceTime you.
And tell you what thing says.
Like, a random person can go on there and say, I want to help a blind person right now.
Yeah.
And a blind person will pop up, can you tell me what this is? And the guy's like, yeah, it's red, blue, and green. I'm like, oh, thank you. Bye. Click.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that's great.
That's amazing.
Be like driving like that.
You can just be like, yeah.
Can you tell me what color the light is? No, it's red stuff.
But yeah, if you ever now that you're quarantined, you have some time, find that app. I need to look it up what it's called. But find that app. Help out some blind people.
Yeah.
Who are also quarantined.
Nah, they can go out.
What?
Jeez,
They can't. They don't.
One day, I'm sure computer technology will get to a point where it can do this sort of thing.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
what's the Google Assistants? It's like their Siri. What is it? Bixby? Bixby. You can open up your camera and point it at like a foreign language.
Yeah.
And it will translate it live, like in your camera app.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I just looked down at chat, and then Jack was like, "It's red, blue, and green." He's like, "I'm blind. I don't know what that means."
I thought about that.
No. It might be important for them to be able to tell somebody else or write down if it's red, blue, or green.
I just looked down, and it just made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
Like, just picturing a person, because like it's different. Like if you went blind in your life.
Yeah.
If you're blind from the get go, you don't know what the hell red is.
No.
Yeah,
but you know the concept of colors.
Do you?
Yeah,
I'm not blind. I have no idea.
You like? Well, yeah, but
They can understand like textures and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
and
they
you
can
can
understand
explain
that.
like it's like a texture for your eyes. Like it doesn't feel any different, but it looks different.
Yeah.
It's just,
And also, that would be the difference between like a composite cable.
You don't think that they're
And-
blind, like kindergartners, being like, red, green, and those kids are like, what's that? They understand the concept.
man, I don't know, maybe.
They'd be just like you in your hearing test and just
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah,
The blind kid's like, this is a waste of time.
Yeah.
He wants to do math or something else.
sure.
I don't know. Yeah.
Just thinking about you raising your hand.
We're allowed to talk about this, all right? We're blind wave. So yeah, WaveCon's canceled.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and help blind
But
people.
look forward to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Should be a lot of fun.
If you are just joining us, though, we have an 8-hour stream tomorrow,
Yes, we do.
which might be close to a celebration of 500,000 subscribers as well.
Hopefully,
We're getting real close.
it's close. With your help, we can make it.
Yeah, I think we're only a couple thousand away now.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually gonna check.
We're terrible people. Since that was someone in chat said that.
I know, Aaron. You're gonna get on that app and be like, "So you understand red?"
No, I just be like, I'll help you, but can you tell me some shit?
Yeah.
Have you been blind since birth? Do you know what green is?
4,000 subscribers away.
Ooh. Okay.
Like, do they know what color like leaves are? Like a tree.
Yeah,
Well, they memorize
They've
that
been
shit.
told. They've
Like,
been
that-
told that
If I was,
trees are green.
I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, if I was blind, like, would I care? You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean-
would I focus on
I
other
mean,
things?
You
like
wouldn't
music.
like fucking
Sure.
Bulbasaur, that's for sure.
I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I couldn't judge him on, like, oh, he's a cool looking Pokemon,
Yeah.
So I don't
I
know.
mean, they understand the concept of colors.
Oh, he
Yeah.
sounds cool.
They just don't have a favorite color.
Yeah.
That's sad.
They have a favorite
Why?
texture.
Or they
know.
do.
Do you have a
because-
favorite texture?
Smooth.
Not foam.
No, I hate foam.
You hate foam.
Egg crates, fucking. Ugh.
And those foam finger things. You hate
I
that
hate
texture.
those too.
The open cell foam.
so much. I hate that foam. There was those sound foam things, and we were
Yeah.
doing stuff, and I had to move some, and I'm like, ah! And Kyle's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I touched a foam.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I forgot.
Anyway,
There is specifically a YouTuber. I can't remember his name right now. That's a blind YouTuber that like answers these kind of questions for people. I don't know how he edits it though.
He probably hasn't edited it
By
like we
sound.
do. By sound.
could you imagine? Man, could you imagine trying to edit a video by like closing your eyes?
Yeah, but
Hey
like,
man, I edit being half deaf and I mess up all the time.
You do, you do. But I feel like it's
I'm like, there's nothing wrong with this video, Eric. There's no sound on the right side.
Like you would have to rely solely on like keys, not like clicking with your mouse. I feel like, right?
I do solely on my keys.
But like
I'm doing editing.
cut, delete this, continue, condense these.
Yeah.
But like I'm trying to picture, like, could you use the mouse to like? You have to.
I mean,
just I don't know.
blind people use like
I don't know what they use. I'm not-
touchscreen phones because they have like
They can add
accessibility.
podcasts.
They what?
They can add podcasts.
There's special
Yeah, they could.
software that will like tell you where
Yeah.
your cursor is and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also software that will auto snap to buttons.
I don't know. I have to look up a blind YouTuber
I just
now.
freaked myself out
Why?
because I thought this was water and it was Mountain Dew. I took a drink and I immediately thought someone put battery acid in here. I don't know why. It just happened all in a second. I went,
Mountain Dew and battery acid do taste similar.
the initial thing, yes. It's like, fuck, someone got me. Shane isn't. He came back and he poured this.
Just see a hand come out
Yeah.
underneath the table.
right.
A few people have asked if we're canceling Mailbag. We don't have any intention of canceling Mailbag at this time.
No.
Not canceling, no. Although Amazon said that they're gonna like put like regular packages and stuff like that on a much lower priority.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're prioritizing like
Yeah.
medical supplies and essentials and stuff like that, but they're basically not stocking their warehouses or shipping any items that are voluntary.
So there could be a time where like, all right, guys, we're here for Mailbag 300. And like, well, this is it. Nothing came.
Yeah, that could happen. Well, we played with the idea of maybe skipping a week for Mailbag and just letting things sit for a bit, but we have hand sanitizer at there. We're not touching our face. We're just trying to practice
if we think like,
habits.
hey, don't do this because you could spread it, and don't do that because
if the brave postal workers can deliver it, we can open it.
Yep.
Yeah, through the wind and the sleet and the corona.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just last Mailbag, we got all this fucking candy.
You couldn't eat it.
Couldn't eat it. Quarantine is candy.
I'm not eating anything. We put it off. Hide it away.
Yeah.
Yep.
For a week.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway. Well, have we had any maybe some questions or anything, Rick?
Yeah.
We've had quite a few questions.
Let's look at some questions.
Do that.
Pre-Indigo Forest to Aaron. How about this? If you were born deaf, what does the voice in your head sound like?
I don't know.
I think I read something about this where people that know sign language actually visualize sign language in their head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I have
interesting
heard that.
thought.
Like whatever form of communication that like they're most comfortable with, like that's what they hear it in.
So like rather than like a voice, you're seeing words or you're seeing sign language or something like that. And you're not hearing, you're seeing because that's what you focus on the whole time.
Sure.
I wonder if that's the same with people. Like if people have vision and hearing, like do they have one that's stronger than the other? And like some people visualize their internal thoughts, where other people hear like internal thoughts.
Yeah. I always thought it was interesting. Like I like to listen to a lot of like religious debates and stuff. And one of my favorite lines of questioning is like people that say they can hear the voice of God in their head. And the interviewer's like, okay, well, like, is it a physical voice? Can you hear it? It's like, oh, I mean, sometimes. Like, okay. What language do they speak? Oh, English. Like, this is Jesus? Yeah. Does he have an accent? No, he sounds American. Like, interesting. Yeshua, speak of perfect English. Because this is one of those things where, like, you just, it kind of filters in your head, So, but yeah, I mean, I read that article recently where, like, they visualize sign language.
It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. With me not having those experiences, sometimes I do. I'm like, how do they do this? And lots of times it's like, Aaron, you idiot. There's an easy answer, and they have this. You know.
Yeah.
But other times it's like, they don't. Or I don't know. But yeah.
Okay. Next one, Cody L. So I keep going back to watch Eric's slow descent into madness, aka the Dragon Ball Evolution reaction. So seeing your after reaction discussion, my question for you is, if you guys got the chance to make your own Dragon Ball movie, who would you cast? What story beats would you hit in the movie, given a huge and unlimited budget?
Okay.
Oh, man.
At first I thought we were making the Dragon Ball Z movie.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like, it's us. Like, okay, well, who's
who you gonna play?
Who's who,
Yeah. Man, I would love I love Dragon Ball so much that I would go to the greatest filmmakers and casting agents I could find
and make them do it.
Because I don't trust myself to do that. Maybe, I don't know. So I feel like sometimes I'm like, this would be a good cast person, but I'm like, nah, it wouldn't. Like, a good professional. But I like, there's certain filmmakers I trust and stuff like that. I want to find someone that's super passionate about it.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Evolution. There was nobody that was passionate about Dragon Ball behind that movie.
Who would
except for Brian Tyler?
I would go to Team 4-Star and get a Dragon Ball Bridge movie made.
Yeah.
Who would be like the best like Goku, or like could you pick one actor that you think like this person I always thought would be the best Goku or Master Roshi? Or
It's so tough because you want somebody that is extremely skilled in martial arts, but also has amazing comedic timing. Like, and the thing is that all over the world, because of dubbing, people have their own version of Goku.
Yeah,
like you guys have your own version of Goku.
I do.
Yeah, it's a version no one else has, which is just the abridged version, which is great. But I can't cast for your Goku. No. You can't cast for my Goku.
No.
So it's one of those things where it's almost an impossible task. But what I can say is I feel like I can visualize the fighting.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I could visualize the tempo. One of my favorite things about certain like sequences. Like, what am I trying to say here? Like, there's certain action sequences that have like a rhythm to them. Like, almost like a percussion beat.
Yeah.
Like one day,
like the early stuff in Ruby.
Yeah, we'll have to check. You guys haven't seen. I know Aaron has, but like Samurai Jack and the Gindi series of Star Wars, there is a certain beat to the action in it that just feels right. And if you took 2 frames out, it would feel wrong. Like, I feel like Dragon Ball needs that.
Cowboy Bebop does the same thing.
Yeah.
I feel like
So-
it's action.
I would make Goku, Tom Cruise, Piccolo, Matthew Broderick, and instead of a stick, he gets a Darksaber.
You just want us to hate it.
Yeah, that's the worst combination of things possible.
I was sitting here for a while, I'm like, what the hell does Eric hate? Yeah, Darksabers.
I should say, I hate the Inquisitor Sabers more than the Dark Saber.
Dark Inquisitor Saber.
No!
Silo Sama wants to know, are you guys going to put on hand sanitizer before slapping each other?
We did last week.
We've been doing that, yeah.
I don't know how old these questions are. I don't really understand this one. Dream Child asks, what setting or genre of tabletop game would you like to play in the future?
I mean, Star Wars would be a fun one.
Pendragon.
I think they're talking about tabletop RPG kind of things. Like settings and stuff. Like I heard about people that damn it, what was who someone I was listening to, or they were talking in chat, they said that something had happened and their D&D campaign was doing this, and now they all want to do a pirate role-playing game.
Yeah.
And like be on the 7 seas and being pirates and stuff. Like
there are a few. I don't know that there are any good ones.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not saying they're. I mean, you could take the D&D or any of the things and just make a story and roll with that. You know,
Star Wars would be fun just because I feel like I can ingrain myself so much in the role playing aspect because I know the world so well. You know, so something like that, or Tolkien, or
Pendragon.
Yeah. Could you imagine being like in Lord of the Rings or?
You can
Marvel
because of Peter Jackson's vision.
Marvel would be cool, you know. Like, what if we were like superheroes in a Marvel
My brother
Cinematic
plays in a
Universe
Marvel
thing?
game like that.
That would be fun too. So I don't know. Any of those would be fun. Even the Cthulhu thing that we did, the one shot, was a fun thing to do, just to go through and try to unravel this mystery of what's going on. And so I'm not opposed to anything like specifically. Star Wars though would be a fun one, I think, just because of our enjoyment of Star Wars. The thing is, like, which era do you go in then? You know,
the best era, prequel era, High Republic, Aaron.
The prequel era.
I don't want Rick to run a prequel game for me.
No, he will learn to love it, as I did.
But yes, Pendragon is the only correct answer.
Pendragon. I'm assuming that's Arthurian stuff.
Yes.
SW Plagueis, Rick, he says that we should do like a tabletop RPG campaign where we're in the Candyland
Universe.
Yeah.
In the land
Isn't that just Dora the Explorer?
Candy. I love it. Alan Tudyk, whatever. However you say his last. I love that guy.
Yeah, it's great.
He he's so good at voice acting and fucking playing all kinds of stuff. Fucking was it Pirate Steve, whatever the hell his name is.
Yarr!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, Wash, King Candy, Hey Hey and Moana, like K2SO.
K2SO.
I love him. He's so good. Sorry.
You forgot one of.
There's a lot more.
Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Wait,
Wait, did I say that right?
Yeah,
Mr. Nobody.
What, Tucker and Dale? He's that.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many characters he is. You know, it's great.
he was in. He was Batman's cousin in that one show.
Oh, and the guys that make the gadgets and stuff. Yeah. But anyway,
Mr. Wright, Eric, who's your favorite original character from the How to Train Your Dragon TV show? Personally, mine is Dagger the Deranged.
Okay. Now, I'm certainly not an expert in this universe. Okay. I watched the movies with Jancy, and we started watching the TV shows just like on the background. But there's some really interesting characters. I can't name them, but there's some really cool bad guys that become good guys later. I like those guys.
Okay.
And that's probably my only answer.
The highwayman.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite character in general is just the dad.
Yeah.
He's the best.
the Viking dad guy.
Yeah. He's Gerard Butler in the movies.
Oh, yeah?
By him. Yeah.
Is it Gerard
the
Butler?
Stout,
Okay.
yeah, something the Stout is his name, right? I love him.
Cool. I didn't know he was in this.
Dark Saint Discord, since it's the first day of spring, will you guys be doing any gardening? Maybe it's time to fix up Eric's garden you messed up.
No. If I'm doing any gardening, it's destroying all the stupid plant shit around my driveway.
Yeah.
There's so much, and it's just terrible.
Just growing up.
I hate it. And then, the thing I hate a lot is we have a propane tank, which is currently empty. But
yes,
the propane tank is out my yard, and it's surrounded. Like it's like they put it there, and then our old owner's like, you know what? I don't like it.
Yeah.
We can't move it. We'll hide it. So they just plant all these fucking bushes and shit around it, and it's such a pain to get to check to do anything with.
Yeah.
I hate them all.
That sucks.
And you just get like a chainsaw and go cut them all down. But it's right next to a propane tank, and I'm worried.
Yeah, you can do that.
Just use an electric.
Man, what a hell of a way to die that would be.
Took a chainsaw to a propane tank.
I'd be there filming the aftermath.
Yeah, right? You're like, damn, I didn't get the incident, but here's the end result.
Chainsaw's still going.
But yeah, so if anything, I want to do that, because we have like the old owners at our house used to do gardening and stuff, and we have a neighbor who came over and was like, man, your guys' stuff here needs some work.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, yeah, my husband works every day, and then I'm here with 4 kids, and I can't just leave to go take care of this or do that or whatever it is. So at least now our kids are getting a little older, so it's getting a little easier to do that. But yeah, I just want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I'll make it concrete. I don't care. Melanie hates that. I'm like, Melanie, we could just turn all this grass to concrete. Don't have to mow anymore. She's like, no.
I tried that too.
Yeah, they don't go for that. I don't know why.
I used to work with a guy who would instead of mowing, he got tired of mowing. He would just scrape the top layer of his yard off with a dozer.
That works, I guess. It's all mud then.
Yeah, he didn't care. He didn't have to mow.
My kids right now, and I think this is where there was a mud incident in the studio the other day.
Yeah.
Right outside my door, I saw this yesterday, is just dirt. Just piles of dirt, like outside my door on the ground. My kids have been just digging a hole in my yard. They're just digging
That's a good
hole.
Quality experience for kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like, we're digging a hole. So
Go in the back, dig a hole.
it's not in the back.
Oh.
It's in the front yard. So what I'm going to do, I was thinking before, because we extended our deck after that tree hit our deck and stuff. We're on a hill, right? So I talked to them before about what we'll do is we'll just fucking dig into it and put up a wall.
Like a retaining
there'll
wall?
be a drop off a bit, but at least we'll have a flatter area that we can do stuff. I'm going to make my kids fucking dig it now, because they already started.
Yeah.
I keep digging. Finish this off by the summer. You're not going to school anymore, boys.
That's funny.
11 Claws asks, consider continuing Legion after the Umbrella Academy. Worth it? Umbrella Academy is a poll show.
Yeah, so that will be having a poll, which will be coming up very, very soon.
Yeah, like probably in a week.
Yeah. Yeah. If anything, we're behind on that.
Yeah, we might be.
Let's see. We already talked about how we're managing with Ohio shutdowns, right? Thaddeus Spider asked about that.
I mean, for the most part, I don't go anywhere. Like I go home and I come here.
Yeah.
Yesterday I had to go to Lowe's because our sink is leaking,
Yeah.
and I got stuff and I gotta go back and return it.
Yeah.
Not the right stuff.
I guess not. No, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, as of right now, it hasn't made its way to our area, or at least we don't have any confirmed cases. It's really just, some of the shelves of the grocery store are empty. There's no bread. A giant eagle.
Yeah. There's no bread. There's no fresh meat. There's no
toilet paper is low. There is toilet paper.
There is
low.
toilet paper, but it is very low.
Melanie was looking for bread one day, like before a lot of the shutdowns started happening, and there was no bread. And she was at like Sam's Club, and it was empty except for like underneath. She found like 4 loaves of bread.
Really?
And she grabbed 3 and left 1. And I was like, damn, you should have grabbed all 4. We have 6 of us and the kids. If we make sandwiches, that's like a whole loaf of bread already, and Melanie's like, she said she was going through getting stuff, and people were looking at her like fucking hoarder,
Yeah.
But like, it's like we have 6 people and a baba at our house, That's, we have a lot of people.
And a baba.
I don't want to say much more than when I went in there and there was no bread. I'm like, damn it, I want a sandwich. Damn it.
Right. It's the worst thing.
But if it was there, I'd be like, I'll get some. I'll get some this.
I got some of those. I can't remember what they're called. I was telling you about them, but they're like elongated dinner rolls.
Yeah.
Got some of those. Just cut them in half. Make a nice sandwich out of them.
Yeah.
It's only really affected me in one way. It hasn't affected me with the school stuff because Evie was homeschooled anyway.
Yeah.
So that didn't matter. I didn't really go places, but I did start going to the gym to take Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I had one class while all this was happening.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it. I'm doing it. And I want to go back, but now I can't.
Yep.
Because
They closed.
Yeah.
They closed.
So that is really well. That and Maggie's parents aren't coming over for wrestling, so we're having to find creative ways to make it so that we can all watch wrestling together.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Did it work this past?
It did.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
The thing that I mean, obviously, it's a pandemic, but the thing I'm most interested in is the aftermath of this. Is like, what survives and what doesn't. You know, like, I think we're getting like a sudden.
You're talking about institutions,
not
people.
Even just practices. No,
People,
not
animals.
People.
You know.
No, I mean like just practices. Like, we're suddenly getting a very huge experiment in work from home.
Yeah.
Which in our day and age is not impractical. Like, you know, Jancy, where she used to work, they are all out of the office working from home.
Depends where you live.
It depends where you live. Yeah, of course. But I mean, certain countries have done very small things like the 3-day work week or the 4-day work week or working from home, that kind of thing. Like how does it, what's it do for the economy and all that kind of stuff. And we're getting like a trial by fire of it, but we're getting like some, like there might be like whole like businesses that are like, why are we spending this much money to do this where we could do the same thing working from home?
We bought this building for no reason.
That was part of our conversation about like with WaveCon and stuff too. It's like, well, we don't want to plan too many events because what if this destroys some businesses and they aren't around here anymore? Or what if it makes room and there's other things in here too that we want to do for like next WaveCon? So it's hard to tell what will stick around. I was worried about restaurants, like with them doing restaurants and like saying, well, you can do takeout. Yeah. Like I went to Star of India and got food, but how much Star of India takeout orders do they get? You know, is it profitable for them to even be open? Yeah. Can they afford to be closed? You know, like what would that do for them economically?
And I also think we're getting a look into the future of what a universal basic income could be, because, you know, it's been talking about like a stimulus package for the American people, especially people that can't work and stuff like that. Like, this is a look into the future of like what happens as more and more people lose their jobs because of automation. You know, like suddenly unemployment spikes up 20%, and Trump is like, we gotta do something. You know, like that's like a look in the future of what is the very gradual. You know, like kind of like Deku. When Deku had Eri on his back, that's looking to the future. We gotta achieve that. You know. Yeah. I think it's the same here. Like, hey, there's gonna be a problem down the road, and right now, here's a glimpse of it, and we ain't ready. Because you have this thing where some people are living paycheck to paycheck, and when their emergency fund is gone, or they don't have an emergency fund, and suddenly they have to hospitalize themselves, or they have to put themselves at their house for 2 weeks, suddenly you have so many people that can't afford the basic necessities, to the point where Trump is like, we gotta give them money. You know, like, it's really interesting. I wonder what comes after and what this changes, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Universal basic income, work from home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I would be in a similar state. Like, I don't have a huge fund of like, well, if I'm not getting paid monthly, I'll live off this. I don't have that. If I wasn't getting paid monthly, I don't know what I'd do. You know? Yeah. It's like, well, you can't go out and get a job because everything's shutting down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't have money there.
You'd be like, Papa, no bread.
So yeah, it would be crazy.
Yeah. And it's not even that I'm like advocating for certain things. It's like it's interesting to see the responses and what certain things like because you can never really test those things until suddenly you're doing it. Yeah. And there's the test, you know?
It's even interesting in sumo, the wrestlers talk about they never realized how high the ring was without the people there. Yeah. And like,
interesting. Yeah.
Now they're like, we should drop this. This is dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't need to jump this high, guys.
It goes up like 3 feet. Like it's super high that these dudes are getting pushed off from, you know?
Like before there was adrenaline and excitement in the crowds and they didn't notice it. And now it's like, it's all quiet and they're like, why the hell are we doing this shit? So let's stop doing this.
Sure.
Just like, they have tea, sumo tea.
But like, I don't know. Like you know, like I kind of said before, like, you know, you see conversations of people, you know, I really like watching debates, like very intelligent people with very different views talking in a way that's productive and not just yelling at each other. I love those kind of things. But a guy that
unlike our discussions.
Yeah. Exactly. But a guy that's a guy that is for single payer healthcare or just, free healthcare, or somebody that is completely against it. Like the guy completely against it is like it's about me. It's about me making sure I can, have really good healthcare for me and my children and stuff, But I think this is making people confront that it's not just about you, because the health of the population is the thing. Like a healthy population is a healthy you, not necessarily the other way around, Yeah. So I just think it throws a lot lot of interesting ideas.
It's the same thing with education.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how smart you are if everyone around you is an idiot.
That's interesting. Yeah. True. Is that how you feel?
That is every day, every single day.
Yeah.
But you're only around us.
Well, all right. Let's move on to donations, bits, and then redemptions. Depressed Wizard resubscribed for 2 months, saying, "Hello, people."
Hello, Wizard.
Miss Timmy Fantastico for 11 months. Weird time, but so happy to be with you all and be part of this community.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And don't forget to be with us tomorrow. We'll be streaming for 8 hours, starting at 10 a.m.
We start at
9 to 5.
9 to 5.
9 to 5.
Start at 9.
All right.
All right. I'll be here.
9 to 5.
I'll be here too.
We gotta do.
We gotta do Clone Wars in the middle of this.
You too.
I don't know how we will. We'll figure it out.
I like the cooking pancakes.
Yeah.
Cooking pancakes.
We'll bring some stuff.
Pancakes.
That could be fun.
Ain't got
Do we
no
have
bacon,
anything?
So we're just making
I'll have
pancakes.
to brave the stores.
Bacon pancakes.
Chosen Jason resubscribed for 15 months.
Well, thank you, Jason.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jason.
Chosen. What?
Chosen one Jason. Agent J for 17 months.
Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Hiryu 85 for 6 months.
Ooh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Avatar 1 100 bits. Of all the anime you've all watched, which one surprised you the most? Either because of a change in tone or unexpected enjoyment.
How much I loved the Body Improvement Club for Mob Hero. For Mob
I was gonna say
Psycho.
I was gonna say
Mob
Hero. Mob Psycho. I liked much more by the end of it than I did in the beginning. Where the beginning I was just kind of like, this is I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, it was Naruto because I had such a negative view of that show and its fans.
Yes.
And I love it.
Now it's the best.
I don't even be like now. I still do.
Yep. I don't know how much of our intro is left into this reactions,
I don't know.
but we could do a new reaction to the intro every time.
It always brightens my day.
It does.
Come on.
I'm going to be so sad when it changes.
No, it never change.
It might not.
Now we will command Rob to just take the new
There
one
you
out,
go.
leave the old one in.
I mean, Hunter x Hunter has been basically the same.
Yeah, they changed it a little bit. Yeah, I get you. It's the same song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just a different verse.
Tintin Who, 200 bits.
Thank you, Tintin.
Thank you.
Adrian Buttmunch has resubscribed for 5 months.
Well, thank you, Adrian.
Thank you, Adrian.
Flip flop.
Las Vegas Laker fan gifted 2 subs.
Thank you, Lakers
very
fan.
much.
Thank you.
Thack Man, 17 months.
The NBA being closed.
17 months. You've got it.
Thack. Who's Thack?
Thack Man.
Back.
Andy Dwyer.
Listen.
The Full Bullpen has resubscribed for 5 months. Loving the Italian mafia look, Shane.
Yeah, he has that jumpsuit
you.
on. He's been
Italian mafia not
he's been wearing that jumpsuit.
But he's been wearing that one and the black one, which you ruined.
Yeah.
From what we showed earlier.
Well, I think the black one was just the pants, but the top was still the red one.
Was it?
Yeah.
But much like the Italian mafia, Shane has been quarantined. No, I'm kidding.
It's a Russian mob.
That's a Shane move.
Yeah.
Where were we? Viridian, the 7th?
Viridian.
Viridian? Viridian, maybe. The 7th has resubscribed for 5 months. Woohoo!
Thank you very much.
You.
Say nothing at all. Wait, what are you doing?
Doing the guitar.
Oh, is that that same song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woohoo!
I wasn't. Okay.
I don't know the words.
I think it's like, when I say nothing at all or something like that, right? What, damn it! I just said it a second ago. Now
I don't fucking know.
Now I'm not sure because of you. Woohoo! Just cut to that part. All right,
Yeah,
next.
just that part's good.
Las Vegas Laker fan cheered 400 bits.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much for the cheer and the previous
Mr. Rocker tipped $1. So for my job, they're having us work 1 day a week. We get full pay for it. My day is Tuesday, so I just watch all the podcasts and streams. That's awesome. You're doing an all-day stream tomorrow. So pumped.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yes.
we worked hard to try to get our schedule so that we could do this for you guys.
When he says full pay, he means his full weekly pay?
I assume so.
Because that's much better than just that full day's pay.
Yeah.
You know, like-
Alex the Great gifted a sub.
Thank you, Alex.
yes, Alex, thank you.
You are great.
Alexander.
Wargaria resubscribed for 3 months. 3 months.
Woo! Woo!
When I say nothing at all, woo-hoo. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Getting my voice high like that reminded me of the D&D thing for Calvin.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're so good, guys. Look forward to seeing it.
You'll know it when you hear it.
Oh, man.
That guy resubscribed for 2 months.
Oh, that
Thank
guy.
you.
Which one?
That guy.
That guy.
5,239.
Oh, that one. Okay.
That one. Calder Robin, 80 bits.
Thank you, Calder.
Robin.
Thank you. Robin.
Crimson. Rick, did you hear about the anime Bleach coming back? It was announced yesterday. They're adapting the final manga arc. And has my package come in yet? Just curious. I haven't seen your package yet, Crimson. But yes, I did hear about Bleach coming back.
Blind wave out of context.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, Dick. Gotcha.
What?
I didn't know what you meant.
Yeah,
Which was a huge anime, like,
Bleach.
yeah.
What? I can't remember what we were watching, but Melanie could not get over this guy's name was Richard Bates was his last name, and they kept calling him Mr.
Mr. Bates.
Yes, and she's like, they're calling him Mr. Bates, and his first name's Dick. And I'm like, Jesus, Melanie. Like, she just it blew her. I think it might have been one of the reactions lately, too, so I don't remember. I forget.
Okay.
One of my cousins dated a Master Bates.
Huh.
I said, you know, it would be great is if he was like, he had a butler and like, you got to call me Master. Yes, Master Bates.
Yes, Master Bates.
His first name was Master.
That's some cruel parents.
Top screen, 100 bits.
Or,
Thank you, top screen.
or some cruel ones.
Well,
Thank you.
his first name was Master. His last name was something else. And then he took his, like, adoptive father's last name, which was Bates.
Okay.
Master Bates.
So he chose this.
Yeah.
He deserves all of the ridicule.
It's like,
Master Kenobi.
if I recall correctly, I think I knew someone whose first name was Ginger, and they married into the last name Bush, which just seemed weird.
Yeah.
Master Skywalker, what are we going to do?
We die.
What? Geez, that's a deep voice.
That's a quote from Last Starfighter.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus, Hayden, bring it down. All right, cut.
7 Shade resubscribed for 2 months. Love y'all. Stay safe, bros.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You too.
Attic, the one gamer, cheered 20 bits.
Thank you.
Thank you, Attic.
Is that Attic the one?
Is it
Attic the one?
Attic the one?
Gamer?
Attic, the one gamer.
Maybe it's like his, I don't know, maybe.
It must be a fan
If
account.
it
maybe.
is, thank you.
Yeah.
If it's not, well, thank you too.
Yeah.
Is that a famous person like
There's Attic
Pew
the
Pew
one.
Die?
Attic, yeah, it's like Pew Pew Die, Rick.
Yep.
Attic the one, there's a YouTuber named Attic the one.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Fresh Prince 97 resubscribed for 3 months. Love from Scotland. Stay safe. I'm off to watch the CWDC shows alongside full length. Self isolation, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get ready for a big argument in Flash this week.
I
You know what? You know what I was
some
so
of that.
happy about?
Yeah.
As I saw one person in Discord being like, I was more on Aaron's side in this argument. And I was
Yeah.
like, yay! I had one person. I'm so happy.
Now he's vindicated. What did you do?
No, I was just excited that because lots of times like we do that, and I'm like, well, maybe I don't know. I felt like I made some points and stuff, and
Yeah.
usually Eric's like, we're gonna do this, and everyone's like, Aaron, you're an idiot. I'm like, no, I'm just happy one person was like,
Yeah.
I can agree with Aaron. I'm like, yay, one person
Yeah.
did.
Sometimes it's just really fun to have those conversations. And we're like, Jesus. All right, let's move on.
Before I joined Blind Wave and before I was in any reactions, I hadn't watched any reactions. I was over there working, and you guys were doing Avatar: The Last Airbender and
Yeah.
having an argument.
Yep.
I was over there shaking my head like,
Yeah.
I bet
how do
you
people
was-
watch this?
I bet she was in Korra, and we were
Yeah.
talking about if someone flied or not.
That was it.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was it.
Rick,
'Cause I remember that
Rick
one.
off screen was like, Wikipedia says that. I was like, that doesn't answer the question, Rick.
Like, did Aang fly?
He glided.
Like, is it here?
Yeah, I think that's what we were comparing it to.
Yeah.
Like Zahir, like was like,
Yeah.
That was a funny one.
where Zhang was like, wee.
Crusader gave 80 bits saying the Amazon stuff sucks because I have a 3D printer coming that I need, but it might be delayed indefinitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that happening.
Thank you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you for the 80 bits.
Thank you very much. Speaking of, the Ginger Avenger has resubscribed for 3 months.
Like
Thank you.
That was a quick account maker.
Someone made a name fast.
The Ginger Avenger.
Thank you, Ginger.
Thank you.
Yes,
Avenger.
thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm sure this is elite speak, but I'm just not seeing it. T536AYE cheered 100 bits. One Piece? Question mark. It's always possible.
It's long. It's a long show.
It's very long.
I'm already reacting to it. I'm just not filming it.
If we did it, we would have to figure something out.
Such
Yeah.
a tease.
Dip 100 bits. Eating Oreo while
Yep.
watching my favorite podcast. What's your favorite Oreo flavor?
Oreo.
Oreo thins, actually.
I'm not a big fan of Oreo.
Double stuff.
Yeah.
The ones that are like golden aren't so bad.
The lemon ones?
Vanilla ones?
No,
I don't.
they're
I
not
know what you
lemon.
mean.
They're not lemon,
They're
just like-
it's like vanilla.
Yellow Oreos.
No,
They're like.
double stuff Oreos is the way it works. Okay.
Or are you talking about just the regular
Golden
like,
Oreos. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Okay.
vanilla.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Yeah.
though. I mean, I like Oreos, but I can't really enjoy an Oreo to the fullest without a nice glass of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is what
Yeah,
Dip
I
is
will
doing
purposely
right now.
not eat an Oreo to eat it later with the milk.
You know what? I will put up with all the weird shit you put in
Oreos.
Oreos.
Yeah.
You know what I hate the most is the fake Oreos.
Yeah.
I hate those things. They don't. They're like they want to be Oreos, but they don't
Oh,
taste
like-
anywhere close to the same.
Like the cream cookies.
It's
Yeah.
like the off-brand Oreos that are I don't know.
there's like
Some
a-
of them.
I would rather eat a
There's like
fucking
cardboard taste to it or something.
yeah, I'd rather have a pumpkin spice Oreo
Yeah.
cookie than one of those normal fake Oreo cookies.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like pumpkin spice. I hate pumpkin.
There was one brand that I found that was really good, and they were made in Zanesville, I think. But then they discontinued them, and I was really disappointed. I liked them more than Oreos. They're slightly moist.
One of my favorite commercials of all time is an Oreo commercial, and it's these guys around a boarding big desk. They're trying to figure out the name for these cookies, and then one guy is sitting there like,
He's like eating them all.
we're just eating them all, and they're like, I don't know, how about this? A chocolate attack.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you think, Johnston? He's like, oh,
That's great.
it's brilliant.
I remember that commercial. It was a good one.
I always remember that one.
I don't understand. We have Neos here. They taste more Oreo than Oreos. How do they taste more Oreo?
I use the stones.
How does
to
that
destroy
work?
The stones.
It is the one cookie.
Yeah. They're beginning to believe.
The Neo.
Yeah.
The Neo cookie. Oh, man, that's ridiculous. That's funny. I like that.
And DT3 cheered 10 bits. The Clone Wars hype. Ready for the next arc. See you guys in the Q&As tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yep.
Q&A. Oh,
Spoiler.
For the live show.
Yes.
I thought it was about the stream. Like, we're going to have Q&As on the stream? Man, we could have Q&As on the stream.
Good.
Jancy has good news.
Okay.
And 100 bits.
Okay.
I'm also making Hawaiian beef and chicken teriyaki plate for lunches tomorrow. I'm celebrating having a kitchen at home again.
Oh, it's gonna be so great, guys.
Is that for?
I don't know.
Very
For-
excited.
Is that for us?
Yes.
I don't know what that is. She's
it?
just like, no, I'm making it, and I'm going to eat it in front of you.
Eric will have all five of them.
I would fully expect that.
Eric, hour 2.
You're on a schedule. You got to ring the bell.
Patrick Bro subscribed for the first time
Thank you, Patrick.
and gifted 400 bits.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Dip cheered 100 bits. I actually had no milk in the house, and it's 2:30 a.m. right now, so I can't get any.
That was one thing that was hard to find
Unfortunate.
was milk. Melanie went and she was able to find it at Sam's Club. She's like, there was plenty of it, but like Walmart and stuff was like out of milk. They're out of bread. They're out of eggs. We're still out of eggs.
Yeah.
I find your lack of milk.
And
There was eggs at Giant Eagle.
finally, El Pollo Hermano has subscribed.
Hey, Hermano.
The chicken brother.
Thank you.
Brother.
Just say it all like that.
Yeah.
Now I got to grow my mustache out.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
you do.
All right, there are a few redemptions.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Let's see here. So, Eric, you've got some squats.
Aw,
All 30 of them from Silo Sama.
30?
For Eric, make Shane feel better. I can't take this much longer.
He's not even here.
For Eric, for Shane's knee. And for Eric, rule number 1, cardio.
All right.
So you have 30 of them.
Is rule number 1 cardio?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought double tap. I don't know why.
No, that's rule number 6.
It should be rule number 2, double.
Should
tap.
be. I also have some squats from Met Dav. So I'll go ahead and do those. And then we have a couple slaps.
I like your form.
Townsend slap
That looks really nice.
is somebody slap somebody.
What the hell does that mean?
Somebody slaps someone, I guess. All right, I'll redeem
That actually was
one.
better than I thought it would be.
And then Majbrat Eric slap Aaron because it is SABD and it's not just necessary. Slap Baldy Day.
Over here.
Why?
Do my squats.
Oh, I drowned in the water.
I only got 10. Had to do 100 on Tuesday.
I don't want it to be wet.
I did them in a row.
Gross.
Give me some more.
No! Why? Why? So much.
It's got all over my hat, too. It looks like jizz.
This is worth it.
It smells like I'm in a pool.
I'm going to get pulled over and smell like alcohol.
I got a little in my mouth.
You're welcome. There.
All right. It's worth it. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us this Thursday podcast. Join us every Thursday.
And join us tomorrow, which is Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for video games.
Video game.
Video game.
Pancakes.
And pancakes.
All right. And Jane says, what a waste of our precious hand sanitizer.
We got plenty. Worth it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day.